decided to do another Xcloud test. It's been a while since I've done one of these, and one of my favorite games this generation so far is available through cloud streaming on Xcloud. That's Psychonauts 2. So I decided to test it out. I'm getting 60 megabits per second down, and this is not my home network. I'm getting 11.9 up. At home, I'm getting terabyte speed, so I decided to try it out on another network. That's the test. That's the speeds that I got with this wireless network. So I wanted to go into Psychonauts 2 and try it out. Some of the biggest issues I have with playing games on mobile devices is that essentially you're going to be using touch controls, because not many people are going to carry around an Xbox controller or that dongle that attaches to their mobile device. I know there are people that do, and that's probably the best way to do it, but I'm not. And with touch controls, there's so many different controls for these modern games. There's so many different buttons, so many different things you need to know that putting that all over the screen is very difficult. So here we go, launching into Xcloud, launching very quickly. We're going to load right into the game. So you see how fast that was. So far, so good. Take a look at the controls all over the screen here. So going to be very difficult for right bumper, left bumper, right trigger, left trigger, A, B, X, Y, and then both sticks to figure out where everything is on the screen. That's my biggest issue. But so far, very quickly into the game. Look down, you're going to see that A button. I'm going to press it. You can see it be pressed on the screen there. Instantly, I'm getting a response. So far, so good. My save file is right there. Something else I want you to notice. Resume game right there. A. Look how quick this load is. Again, faster than the SSD on the Xbox because it's cloud streaming. So here we are in the game. I'm using that left stick. I'm getting absolutely no lag whatsoever so far. Look at all the reflections on the ground there, all the graphical effects. This is right from the phone. I'm using an iPhone 12 Pro Max. Having a bit of problem trying to figure out how to judge these jumps on that small screen. Again, that's one of my issues with cloud streaming. Of course, if you were using a bigger tablet with a controller and getting the input and output that I'm getting here, it would be a great experience. So again, finding out how to activate that spirit ball, jumping around, pay attention to the left stick. I'm getting no perceivable lag whatsoever. Again, 60 down and 11 point something up on this Wi-Fi network. So for me personally at home, if I was using my Wi-Fi, it would be 1,000 times better. No problems whatsoever. Trying to get familiar with the jumps there. Take a look at the graphical effects and the reflections on the ground there. That's pretty cool. So everything from the Xbox Series X and S version of this game is being represented here on a mobile device. Of course, the resolution is much lower. So let's try and figure out how to judge these jumps. Again, on the small screen, it's kind of difficult. And again, these games are made to be seen on big 4K televisions. They've got all these really cool graphical effects that are hard to discern on a small screen. But if you're in a jam, so right here, I kind of misjudged the jump. Okay, no problem. Look how quick we're back. Again, being streamed, almost no load time whatsoever. Actually, there was no load time there. All right, let's try out this rail grinding. Very smooth. No lag. Let's jump here. No problems so far, guys. Again, this is on a Wi-Fi network, so if you were using your data on the go, I don't know how this would be performing. Let's test out some of the buttons here. I've experienced no lag whatsoever so far. This is pretty cool. Trying to adjust that right stick and camera. That's one thing when you are using Xcloud and you're using touch controls. That right stick for camera control is so sensitive. Just a minor tap to the left or to the right will swing that camera around. I don't know if that's something to do with the input and output when you're streaming. Take a look at the reflections on the ground there. So that's pretty cool, right? That's something that couldn't really be done on a mobile device, a game like this. And it's represented here rather nicely. But the big thing is the input and output. So if I had to score this from 0 to 100 right now during this test, it would be 100. I'm having absolutely no problem other than judging distance in a platformer like this on a small screen, which is a problem. See right there, I wouldn't have that problem getting through this without hitting those knives as they spin by, but It is difficult to adjust to the smaller screen. And again, all the controls all over the screen with your right thumb and trying to figure out where right trigger is, left bumper, right bumper, A, B, X, Y, stuff like that. It's difficult. It is difficult using touch control. I would like to try and sync up a controller and see how that works. It's probably just like it is when you're playing it at home, natively on a console. But again, I think most people using streaming are using it on the go, and there aren't that many people carrying a dongle and a controller with them. Amazingly, I get an achievement here, which is pretty cool, right? It carries right over to the console. Trying to learn these jumps, okay, see what I mean? You're jumping and then trying to activate that bubble to glide. It would be a no-brainer using the controller because I know where that button press is, but on the touch control, it's strange having everything laid out there. So I'm having a great experience. This is something that you'll get in the game that allows you to take pictures, and you can use it as a de facto photo mode. So let's check out some of the detail here. So this test is a 100% for Xcloud. Let me know what you think in the comments section below. Think about sharing out this video, subscribing to the channel, at the very least, liking the video. It would help me grow the channel immensely. Xcloud, this test was absolutely perfect, apart from touch controls. See you in the next video.